Isn't based on a single factor when we talk about relationships, especially intimate relationships. It's how we approach each day and how we approach each and every moment. So it's really more about developing determination, willpower, grit, and even understanding. So the MBTI personality type is something that we can use, a tool to understand ourselves and our mates and to create greater intimacy and harmony in our relationships. Characteristics of an ISFJ is that they're quiet and responsible and conscientious. They're very committed and steady in meeting their obligations. They are thorough, painstaking, and accurate. They are very loyal, and they're considerate, and they're going to notice and remember very specific activities, details, and even experiences about people, especially with people that are important to them. They are very concerned with how people feel, and they're going to strive to create a very harmonious environment, both at work and at home. People tend to see the ISFJ as being very serious and conscientious, but quiet, that they're going to stand to the side, that they're considerate, and that they are good caretakers. They honor their commitments, and they're very, very determined in preserving their traditions. The ISFJ is a stable nurturer, and when they fall hard, and you won't find a more loyal partner anywhere. They deeply believe in empathy, and they're going to believe in a partnership and in a relationship that lasts for eternity. This means that they take their commitments very seriously. They thrive in relationships where they're able to merge their life with someone else's, and they don't just want a partner or a relationship for love. They want a partner for life and in every aspect of life. Dating an ISFJ is very rewarding because they love to perform tasks that will make you happy, and they often assess what their partner is going to want and what they need. That assessment tends to be very accurate. In this area, you're going to find great satisfaction in a relationship with an ISFJ. It's going to be easy to become reliant and expectant on them, but try to make sure that they also need that in return. You need to show appreciation and affection. And if you have an extroverted nature, you need to be verbal about that pleasure and that appreciation. Make comments like, "Thank you so much. It was very thoughtful for you to," whatever it is. Make sure that their efforts are not being unnoticed. And if you prefer to express yourself through action, make sure that you bring them flowers or do something. They love romantic gestures, even those cliche ones. Bear in mind, though, that especially in the early part of this relationship, that these nurturers are going to hold those traditional values in high esteem. So they're going to need to take things very slowly, especially physical affections. Try to exercise some patience and understanding, but don't be too afraid to initiate a bit of contact every once in a while. And if your companion seems to be too shy or to walk away when you lean in, simply they may not be ready for that yet. And it may seem that they may want to, but you're going to need to really learn to read their body language and remember the facial expressions. This is often a really good indicator of an ISFJ, as they're really good at hiding. They're adept at hiding their emotions. So don't try to overly push it. Also, it doesn't hurt to really emphasize some of your own values and try to merge them in with theirs. ISFJ has some beautiful strengths. They're very warm and friendly and affirming by nature. This means that they're service-oriented. They want to please others. They are great listeners, and they're going to put forth a lot of effort to really fulfill duties and obligations. They're great at organizing, and they're great at taking care of the practical matters or the daily needs of others. They are good at handling money, and they take their commitments very seriously. They're going to look for that eternal, lifelong relationship, one they don't have to worry about. Have some weekends. Some of their weaknesses is that they just don't pay enough attention to their own needs, and they're going to have difficulty trying something new or branching out into a new territory. They have an extreme dislike of conflict and an extreme dislike of criticism. Remember again, they value harmony, and that's going to take more precedence than anything else. It's because they are unlikely to express their needs. At times, it's going to cause them to get really pent up or building frustrations inside, and you almost explode. So it can be very difficult then for you to have an honest relationship with them unless you try to encourage them to share how they're feeling. They also have really great difficulty in walking away from a bad relationship and difficulty ending it and moving on later. ISFJ needs to have that strong harmony. Remember, harmony is more important to them than most other things. They're good with details, especially in the present. They trust the lessons that they've had in the past, but they really prefer to try new things. And they have a great command of facts about people, places, and things that are related to their personal experiences. They're going to do whatever it takes to avoid confrontation because they really do need to be appreciated.